Hi guys, it's Lila, and welcome back to my show. Today I'll be talking about the most underrated war in the history of Congress and the president, Pelosi versus Trump. And yes, I'm exaggerating, and yes, I'm very dramatic, but let's go. So a little bit of background here. In 2016 presidential campaign, Trump's plan to make America great again was centralized on strict immigration policies, which includes building a wall on the southern border and, of course, making the Mexican government pay for it. And as you all know, immigration is a heated and controversial topic in America. So we talked about different concepts within Congress and president in our class, but I like to focus on budgetary control. So Congress possesses the budget power. However, it's not that simple. Congress may have the purse, but the president has the sword. This just means that Congress has the power to tax and spend, and the president is the commander-in-chief. In any case, if the president can get the funding that he wants from Congress, he may declare it as a national security emergency and divert military funding. I know, so cool. Oh, I love this picture. So we experienced the longest government shutdown last year in 2019. But for what? Because of these two very petty people. But first, let's get the facts straight first. Oh, I just said first two times. Anyways, a shutdown occurs when the government can decide on spending plans. A spending bill is an appropriations bill in U.S. political parlance which had to be passed down by Congress and signed by the president by midnight on January 19th. This obviously did not happen, and without an agreement on spending, the federal government effectively closes its doors. So they couldn't agree on a comprehensive immigration deal that includes DACA protection, or a border security, immigration reform, and funding for a border wall. As I mentioned earlier, President Trump is determined to get his funding for the border wall because this was his signature promise of the 2016 presidential election. And Democrats in Congress are not a fan of this idea. And in 2019, Democrats took over the House. Anyways, the Trump administration wants $5 billion for the border wall. But wait, didn't Trump promise us that the Mexican government will pay for it? Indeed, he did. Oh, man, my heart is shattered into pieces because I don't even know who to believe anymore. Anyways, purse versus sword. Who wins? Well, President Trump played his cards right and declared a state of emergency over the southern border situation. So the National Emergencies Act contains a clause that allows Congress to terminate the emergency status if both houses agree and the president does not veto. This is where the presentment clause comes in. And we all know that Trump will not compromise on wall. Anyways, so Nancy and Trump's unwillingness and pettiness to compromise left many Americans unemployed. But after 35 days, Trump signed bill to temporarily reopen the government. That was a roller coaster, guys. I'm sorry. But what you need to know from my presentation is that politics is complicated and power is complicated, especially when the framers created the powers so that the powers are overlapped and intertwined with one another. Oh, man. But yes, politicians are very petty. Anyways, thank you for watching.